This first one, kind of a little fun fact here. Back when I was working at Channel 15, I covered education.
Yeah.
And I was doing an interview with an educator, and it was Zoom. So she came on the screen, and I thought, wow, she looks just like Katie Hobbs. This is before you were governor.
Yes.
Clearly. And then she put glasses on, and I thought, wow, she really looks like Katie Hobbs. And so we did the whole interview. Come to find out,
Yeah.
she is your twin sister.
Yes.
Do you get that a lot? I mean, do people confuse the two of you for one another, especially now?
Yeah, absolutely. As I was campaigning and gaining a lot more visibility around the state, she would go places and people would think she was me. Places where I also was at my primary election night party, she was out in the crowd and I was back in a room, and people started talking to her, congratulating her, thinking she was me. and she enjoys that attention, but yeah, it's been fun, I think. So
Yeah, definitely a unique dynamic to have there for sure. What book are you currently reading?
So I'm reading It Could Happen Here by Jonathan Greenblatt. He's the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League. Yeah.
How do you like to spend your free time when you have free time?
Yeah,
Or
so-
if you have free time?
So we have so much to do in Arizona, and you can walk out your door and do a beautiful hike, and I love hiking. I have a foot injury, so I haven't hiked in a while, and running, and it's kind of a way to have some solitude because I'm never alone anymore. So, yeah,
What would you say is your must-have food?
pizza.
Pizza. Any particular type of pizza?
Red Devil's my favorite pizza, but pepperoni.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And then what would you say is the biggest misconception that people might have about you?
I think I get underestimated a lot, and yet I have a pretty solid track record when it comes to winning elections. I've run a lot of races that people didn't think I should. When I ran for Senate in 2012, I was up against a 16-year incumbent and beat him by a significant margin. The Secretary of State race was really tough. It was the first time in a decade Democrats had won statewide in Arizona. And then certainly this governor's race was challenging, but I'm here, and I'm gonna keep plugging away and not letting other people's doubts get in my way.
Okay, so as governor, I have to ask you, I have 3 young girls myself. I know you have children.
Yeah.
What has it been like balancing your time in office, your time running for office with motherhood?
It's always challenging to find that balance. I think I'm lucky in that I ran for office when my kids were still really young, and so they're used to seeing me in that dynamic. The legislature is part-time, so I worked other jobs while I was in the legislature. Certainly a statewide campaign in a race as big as the governor's race is a little more time commitment. They're adults now, and so they're self-sufficient, but I do find I have to really be like, oh, I haven't spent enough time with my kids. I should make sure that we're getting together. So
that part doesn't get easier even when
No.
they get older.
No.
Well, Governor, it was such an honor to speak with you. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.